Sir, you don't have to be nervous. She's gonna be the happiest little girl in the world.
Damn right she is, and I'm not nervous, and, well, get her down here.
Yes, sir.
Life's overflowing. Why should I change a thing? Love how it's going. Got the world on that string. Why disturb the peace? Why not let things be? Why risk getting close when close just isn't me? I'd say I'm happy. Why am I tempting fate? Who needs more happy? Anyway, it's too late. Who needs the clatter that a little girl would bring? Why change a blessed? Damn! What do I know about children? Except they usually come small. They read, but not the Wall Street Journal. They write with crayons on the wall. Does one have breakfast with them often? Take them to movies and to schools? Why don't you get some clear instructions, like when you buy a set of tools? Damn! What do I know about children? Could they just possibly be fun? I think the thing that's most disturbing, I don't remember being one. Why should I change a thing? Got the world on that string. Why disturb the peace? Why not let things be? Why risk getting close when close just isn't me? Not a thing stays the same. Now when I send Christmas cards at a name, it's a mistake to take her underneath my wing. Why change the mailbox? Redo the bedrooms? Undo vacations? Learn to love cornflakes? Why change a blessed thing?
Miss Annie, Mr. Warbucks will see you now.
Thank you, Mr. Drake. Hello.
Hello, Annie. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. How are you, sir?
Fine.
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 Annie, the time has come for the two of us to have a very serious discussion.
You're sending me back to the orphanage, right?
Can we have a man-to-man talk?
Sure.
I was born into a very poor family in a place called Hell's Kitchen, right here in New York. Both my parents died before I was 10, and I made a promise to myself that one day, somehow or another, that I was going to be rich, very rich.
That was a good idea.
Well, by the time I was 23, I made my first million, and 10 years after that, well, I turned that into 100 million. Boy, in those days, that was a lot of money. Making money is all I've ever given a damn about. And, well, I don't mind telling you, I was ruthless to those I had to climb over to get to the top. Because I always believe in one thing. You don't have to be nice to people you meet on the way up if you have no intention of coming back down again. But I've lately realized something, Annie. No matter how many Rembrandts or Duesenbergs you got, well, if you're all alone and you have nobody to share with, well, you might as well be broke and back in Hell's Kitchen. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Sure.
Good.
Kinda.
Kinda?
I guess not.
Damn. Annie, I was in Tiffany's yesterday and I picked up this thing for you.
For me? Gee, thanks, Mr. Warbucks.
I had it engraved.
Oh, gee.
It's a silver locket, Annie. Well, I noticed that old broken one that you have there, and I said to myself, well, I'm going to get this kid a nice new locket.
Thank you, Mr. Warbucks.
Here.
Thank you very much.
Here, let me just take that old one off there.
No, please don't take off my locket. I don't want a new one.
What is it, Annie?
This locket. My mom and dad left it with me. When they left me at the orphanage. And there was a note too. They're coming back for me. And I know, being here with you for Christmas and all, I'm real lucky. I don't know how to say it. The one thing I want in all the world, more than anything else, is to find my mother and father and to help folks like the other kids.
It'll be all right, Annie. I'll find them for you. I'll find your parents. I'll get her a brandy.
It's gonna be all right.
And Miss Annie, you just see. If there's anyone who can find your parents, Mr. Warbucks is the man.
Mr. Warbucks will find your mother and father. If he has to pull every political string there is to pull, up to and including the White House.
The League of Nations.
If he should need the FBI, then he will have the FBI.
With all the favors that he's done. Yes, done, anybody so? J. Edgar Hoover owes him one. And then the midnight oil gets burnt. To not a stone is left unturned. He will search everywhere and he'll find them as well. Oh, you won't be an orphan for long. Where other men would call it quits and disappear, he'll use his fortune and his wits. So never fear. Cross the street, across the sea, any sweet big guarantee that you won't be an orphan. No, you won't be an orphan for long.
J. Edgar, Warbucks, I want 50 of your best G-men. A day, a week, months, well, for however long it takes. Well, put them on vacation. I'll pay for it. I'll pay all costs. Fine. When can I have them? Tomorrow morning. And J. Edgar, I want Elliot Ness. Well, just take him off the Capone case.
Hip, hip, hooray! Tomorrow morning it begins. You're with a man who always wins. Trust in him and he'll prove not to easily move. No, you won't be an orphan. No, you won't be an orphan for long.
Annie, give me your locket.
But Mr. Warbucks, I just told you that my...
Well, I understand, but this could be our best clue. We'll have the FBI trace where it was bought, and then we'll find out who bought it.
Okay, and maybe the FBI should have my note too.
You watch, Annie. You may be meeting your mother and father in a couple of days.
Really?
Really.
Oh boy, I gotta write a letter to the kids about this.
What a thing to occur, finding them, losing her. No, you won't be an orphan for long.
And Mr. Warbucks says that I'm gonna be meeting my mother and father within a couple of days. So maybe now it's time, and maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me back.
you.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's supposed to be some... Marky. Yeah? So maybe now this prayer's the last one of its kind. Won't you please come get your baby, Mary?
Thank you, Annie, on America's favorite radio program, the Occident Hour Smile, starring your role softy, Bert Healy. A moment of tears. Well, say something.
Thank you, Bert Healy.
But still, remember, folks.
Smile, darn you, smile.
That's right, Wacky. Smile, darn you, smile. Say, Wacky, who's that who just walked into our WEAF studio?
Why, it's none other than that wealthy, industrialized, and Wall Street tycoon Oliver Warbucks.
Now, Oliver Warbucks, I understand you've something to tell the folks at home about wonderful little Annie here.
Yes, good evening, Bert Healy. Annie is an 11-year-old foundling who was left by her parents on the steps of New York's Municipal Orphanage on the night of December 31st, 1922.
And aren't you now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents?
Yes, Bert Healy, I am now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. Drop page. Furthermore, I am offering a certified check for $50,000 to any persons who can prove that they are Annie's parents.
Whoa.
Wow, so, Annie's parents, if you're listening in, write to Oliver Warbucks, care of this station, WEAF, New York, New York, or directly to him
At my home, Bert Healy. At my home, Bert Healy, 987 Fifth Avenue, New York, New York.
That's 987 Fifth Avenue, New York, New York.
And I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the makers of all new Occident toothpaste with Miracle L64 to fight bad breath for letting me appear here this evening. And I just did a damn commercial. Grace, I've never endorsed a product in my life.
Thanks, Oliver Warbucks. Good night, Oliver Warbucks. So, Annie's parents, if you're listening in, there's $50,000 and a wonderful little daughter waiting for you. So get in touch right away, you hear?
Hey, Mr. Healy, is it time once again for the lovely Boylan sisters?
Why, it most certainly is, Wacky. Well, I see by the old clock on the wall that another of our Thursday night get-togethers has gone by faster than you can say Occident. The toothpaste of the stars.
Make your teeth Hollywood bright.
So for all the Our Smiles family, Ronnie, Bonnie, and Connie, the lovely Boylan sisters, Fred McCracken,
And Wacky.
this is Bert Healy saying, ha 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 ha. Hey ho man, hey dapper Dan, you both got your style, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Thank you. Your clothes may be Beau Brummely, they stand at a mile, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Who cares what they're wearing on Main Street or Savile Row? Is what you wear from ear to ear and not from head to toe that matters. So Senator, so janitor, so long for a while, remember you're never fully dressed without a smile.
Ready or not, here he goes. Listen to Bert have the smiling toes.
Ah, the lovely Boylan sisters.
Your clothes may be Beau Brummely, they stand on a mile, but brother, you're never fully dressed without an I-O-E smile for you.
Yes, is your old softy Mrs. Healy's boy Bert saying until next week, same time, same station. Bonsoir, buenas noches, good night, buena Sarah. And gosh, I almost forgot good night. That matters.
Holy cow! Annie on the radio? Coast to coast. She's famous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wish I was on the radio. Nah, not me. Want to be on dumb old radio. I do. So for all the Our Smiles family, this is Bert Healy saying, ha ha. Hey ho, woman, hey dapper Dan, you folk could just stop, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Your clothes may be Beau Brummely, they stand at a mile, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Who cares what the
The next thing you know, they'll be making a musical about it.
Miss Hannigan! Miss Hannigan! I think...
Say it! She never misses. $50,000. A $50,000 reward. What I'd do with $50,000. God, I hate that Annie so much, you'd think I was her mother. Yeah?
Excuse us, ma'am. We knocked, but no one answered. Are you the lady what runs this here orphanage?
Yeah.
Oh, Ralph, I'm scared something could have happened to her.
Hush, Shirley, hush. She's going to be here and she's going to be all right. And she's going to be our little girl again. Ma'am,
What do you want?
we had terrible troubles back then. We had to head north to Canada. Had to leave our little baby here on the front stoop.
Our little girl, our Annie.
Annie? You're Annie's parents?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my goodness, I can hardly believe it. Where'd you say you come from again?
Come from a little farm up in Canada
Manitoba,
where they got lots and lots of chickens
chickens,
and ducks
ducks,
and geese
geese.
and roosters. Gotcha, sis!
I've never known you in 100 years.
Fooled you, Aggie. And we're going to fool Warbucks, too.
Get ourselves 50,000 big ones.
This is going to be the best bunco job ever had. I know a guy just out of prison can doctor us up a fake birth certificate or any other papers we might need. But we need your help for information about Annie that can help us pull this thing off.
Yeah, I can help you. A lot. But what's in it for me, Ralph?
3-way split, Aggie.
Half.
Half, straight down the middle. 25 grand each. But we got to do it fast, Aggie. Get in, out, 2-3 minutes tops. Give them some of that old rooster razzle-dazzle.
Yeah.
We get the money, we get the kid, and we get the hell out of town.
Exactly.
Yeah, but what about the kids? That's the thing, Annie. What are we going to do with her afterwards?
Aggie, that's no problem.
When the rooster wants something to disappear, it disappears.
For good.
Rooster!
Aggie, come on. We get the money, we blow this crummy town, and Lil and I'll meet you.
Where? Oh, yeah. Easy Street. Easy Street. Annie is the key. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Easy Street. Easy Street. That's where we're gonna be. Wait for me.
Miss Harry, I'm afraid there's still no sign of Mr. Warbucks or Miss Annie.
Drake, look at all these questionnaires. Do you realize that I've talked to 617 women who claimed that they were Annie's mother and 619 men who've said that they were her father? That makes, let me see,
1,236, ma'am.
all liars. Drake, I never realized there were so many dishonest people in the island of Manhattan.
Some were from the Bronx, ma'am.
Right, we're back.
Where are they, Miss Farrell? Where are all the people? They're gone, dear. Come and gone.
I'm sorry, Annie, but they were all fakes and liars after nothing but the $50,000.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir. None of them knew about the locket. I'm so sorry.
Why, gee. I thought for sure somebody was going to be my mother and father.
Sir, this has just come from the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Ah, finally. Elliot Ness has located the manufacturer of Annie's locket in Utica, New York.
Oh, boy!
That sort of locket was manufactured between 1918 and 1924.
Sort of locket?
Yes, over 90,000 made and sold.
90,000?
Annie, I'm afraid the gist of it is that Elliot Ness doesn't think there's a chance in a million of finding your parents to the locket.
Excuse us, Mr. Warbucks. We'll go check on the dinner menu.
Annie, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I mean, gee, you did the best you could. Anyway, I guess a kid can get along without folks. You didn't turn out so bad. You got everything. All those Duesenbergs hanging on the wall and everything.
Annie, at Duesenberg, well, that's an automobile. And Babe Ruth, he's the right fielder for the New York Yankees baseball team. Grace?
Yes, sir?
Grace, do you have those legal papers I gave you the other day?
Yes, I'll get them right away, sir.
No, wait, Grace. I want you to stay for a moment. Annie, sit down. Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
If I can't have my real mother and father, there's no one in the world that I'd rather have for a father than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Drake?
Yes, sir?
Drake, call Judge Brandeis and ask him to come over and sign those adoption papers.
Of course, sir.
And Grace,
Yes, sir?
tell Mrs. Greer that
Yes!
there's going to be a house full of guests. We're going to need flowers
Flowers,
and caviar.
caviar.